The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "Stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this, if the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too, you also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come. Who then is the faithful and prudent servant whom the master has put in charge of his household to distribute to them their food at the proper time? Blessed is that servant whom his master on his arrival finds doing so. Amen, I say to you, he will put him in charge of all his property. But if that wicked servant says to himself, 'My master is long delayed,' and begins to beat his fellow servants and eat and drink with drunkards, the servant's master will come on an unexpected day and an unknown hour and will punish him severely and assign him a place with the hypocrites, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." The Gospel of the Lord. There's a funny saying that everyone makes fun of Catholics until you have a demon in your house. Because it's so true. Whenever in the whole exorcism, demons, possessions, that whole dark world, oh, you better believe it. Among all denominations, they know that the Catholic Church is different. The most famous story, and still voted the scariest movie of all time, is what? The Exorcist. And that story, in fact, highlights this fact. It was actually, there weren't even a Catholic family of that story. It's based on a real case. I believe there were Lutherans or some Protestant mainline group. And the family had brought their Protestant pastor, and the pastor saw things flying around the house, the bed moving and books flying across the room, and they're like, uh-oh, we are ill-equipped for this. Call the Catholics. And rightly so, they came in and freed that poor soul. It was a boy, actually, not a girl, like in the movie. If you've ever doubted your Catholic Church and what the church teaches, study exorcisms. But what you begin to see here in the demonic world is that the demons, remember the fallen angels, they are highly legalistic. Highly. And they recognize authority, God-given authority. Hence why the most powerful person in any exorcism will always be the bishop, because he is the supreme authority of a local diocese, and then the appointed exorcist whom he grants delegation for these cases, and then the priest. Why? Because he's recognizing the spiritual authority, and the demons know this. You, Christians, also the demons recognize your authority. Because what sphere of influence have you been granted authority? And the demons recognize our authority, by the way, and particularly in your home. Look at the beautiful story of St. Monica today. Monica, the poor mother of who would eventually become St. Augustine, cried and wept, gallons of tears for her son Augustine, begged the Lord for his conversion. What was she doing? She was calling upon her authority as his mother. Her prayers were a lot more powerful than anybody else's because of that real connection, that real authority she had over the home. And so for all of us, you have authority. Especially in those relationships, and as mother and fathers, husbands and wives, you have authority over each other because of that linkage. You have authority within your home over your kids. Because there's a real hierarchy. And to call upon this authority. And keep begging like Monica. So whatever prayers you have, whatever intentions, call upon the authority of your homes, your families. Because it's real. Don't doubt it. And it's Christ given.